What's up, guys? Old Man Logan here. Today is Monday, June 7th, 2021, and E3 is right around the corner. It is the time for all of us gamers to rejoice and cheer and be excited for the things that are to come, whether it's your platform's Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, PC, whatever. There's going to be tons of games being announced, tons of talking about stuff that's going on. And it's excited to have E3 2021 back because last year they didn't have E3 because it was due to COVID. Now this E3 is still not going to be the same because they're not actually having like a full big blown press conference and there's not going to be people there. It's just going to be an all virtual event, but I believe we'll still get all the things that we're going to be excited about and ready to see what's going to happen with the future of all the systems, all the games coming out and stuff like that. But today I want to talk about Xbox's E3 press conference. Is going to be on June 13th of this year, so it's going to be next Sunday, or this coming Sunday I should say. And I just kind of wanted to talk about a little bit of things I'm excited for, kind of things that I'm hoping that they'll show off and announce, release dates, possible announcements and stuff like that for certain things. And so obviously we're going to break down to it. Halo is going to be, I think, the showrunner for E3 this year. Xbox needs Halo Infinite to be great, to be big, and to be better than ever. So I think there is going to be definitely a big focus on Halo as far as what they're going to be showing. I don't know if it's going to be an opener. It would make sense for it to be an opener for the press conference, but they've done that already before, so I don't know if they'll bring that out again, but it would make sense if they did. They need to show the campaign gameplay, possible some multiplayer, and and make it look like Halo, feel like Halo and stuff like that. So, and then I'm hoping that they also put out a release date for Halo, because we still don't have a definite release date for the game. As we know, it was supposed to come out last November for the Xbox Series X launch title, but everybody kind of in July threw a fit about the game, the way that it looked. They didn't like how it looked. They didn't think it was next gen, stuff like that. I thought it looked good, but I'm glad that the developers are going to get another year to work on the game to optimize it for the Series X, Series S, and make it run as best as possible. So Halo's got to be big, it's got to be good, and we got to have a release date and something to be excited about. Maybe they'll even announce a multiplayer beta, which, as we know, the multiplayer is going to be free for all. So that's going to be something that will thrive the online community across all the platforms, to be able to have that available and ready to go for everybody whenever they want. I hope they come in, and so last year they announced a bunch of games and showed off a bunch of stuff, but we didn't get to see, like, none of that stuff's been out except for a couple things. So like Scorn hasn't been announced. All they've done is shown that for like 14-minute gameplay. I hope they got a release date for that. Crossfire X, we still don't know much about. I think Remedy said that the actual game is done. I think they're just working on polishing it up. So we still haven't even seen another. It's almost been a year since the multiplayer beta for Crossfire X happened. So we need a release date for that. Psychonauts 2, another game, a release date would be great for that. And the Gunk, all those games look very interesting and stuff that I definitely want to play. We just need release dates. We need updates. We need to know what's going on with them. They showed all those games off last year, so I would think a year later would be kind of ready to go to push these babies out. Who knows? It's just something that I'm kind of hoping will come out. I think also that they will drop some type of stealth launch, whether it be, I kind of put out there last week when we talked on the Planet Xbox podcast, I talked about Psychonauts being a great stealth launch, because it would be a lot of hype around it. Boom, you can play Psychonauts 2 on Xbox Game Pass, and you just drop that right now, and then the release for the other versions of the game would be at a later date, 30 days, 60 days, or whatever. But then they would just boom come out here and sit, oh yeah, by the way, you can play Psychonauts 2 right now. Or if they did something along the lines of Microsoft Flight Simulator. I know we know that just got rated for the Series X coming out and stuff like that. So maybe if they even drop that, if that's ready, just something. We need something on the platform. As I talked about in my 6-month overview of both the PlayStation 5 and the Series X, the biggest downfall for the Series X was it doesn't have a lot of exclusive games. We know that. We're just waiting for them and stuff like that. So I hope they give us release dates. We need release dates on these games. I know we got the Ascent coming out. That's supposed to be in July. We have Dungeons and Dragons that's coming to Game Pass, but it's on other platforms and stuff like that. So there's still really nothing super tangible other than the Ascent that we know that's coming out just for the Xbox. Another thing, since Game Pass Ultimate is paired with EA Play, I honestly think, and I'm going to mark this down right now, Battlefield 6 will come to Game Pass. I know I just saw today Xbox released a tweet that had it was Battlefield cryptic stuff on it. I think we're either going to find out June 9th that it's going to be coming to Game Pass when they do the Battlefield 6 launch reveal, or that would be a good thing for Xbox to unveil on their showcase floor, saying, oh, by the way, since we're partnered with EA, Battlefield 6 is coming to Game Pass on day one. That would be absolutely huge, no matter how you look at it, because Battlefield is a big, huge game, and that will just thrive and show the value of Game Pass to any Xbox user, whether you're on Xbox One, Xbox One X, or the Series X or S. So I think I'm gonna mark that down. Today's the day that I said it. I said it last week as well. I think Battlefield 6 is going to be something that we see there, and Game Pass day one. Then I also think with Bethesda side, they're going to show what Bethesda's obviously working on. We have, I imagine, Starfield's going to be there in some type of form. We might get an update, might get some gameplay, might get a release date for it. And then I think that they're just going to, the one thing I kind of like about Bethesda is they don't mess around. When they announce, something like when it was Fallout 4 or Fallout 76, I believe even Wolfenstein or Doom, they usually announce those games, and then like within 5 months, boom, they're out the door, they're ready to go. So I like the way that Bethesda has done that in the past. And so I'm hoping that they have something for us that they'll, a surprise announcement, boom, here's this game, and it's coming out, be out in November. That would be great. That would be absolutely great if they do, especially if they show, like the leaked screenshots and stuff of Starfield looked pretty great. So if they show that off, give us a release date of maybe early 2022, late 2022, who knows? But we kind of know that Starfield's going to be there in some form or another. Also, since Forza hasn't been around for a couple years, and they're still working on Forza Motorsport, I think it's 8, or they're just reviving it. I think it's just going to be called Forza Motorsport. It's not going to have a number on it, whatever. They're bringing it back, kind of a soft reboot. I think they'll announce Forza Horizon 5 and kind of do that traditional circle. I know it's kind of this traditional circle of Halo, Forza, but not Gears of War, possibly Starfield this time, and just kind of that circle will evolve. I don't know if I necessarily agree with those being the 3 showcases and stuff, but it is what it is. Forzas are great games, stuff like that. So I think that they'll have a Forza Horizon 5 show off. We'll get a release date and stuff like that, and kind of get a little bit more details. For the end of it, I'm kind of hoping that they don't end it with Forza. I think if they ended it with Forza, that might be a letdown. I hope that they end it with some type of surprise, something to that's kind of out of left field that nobody's expecting, because I think everybody's expecting Halo, Starfield, and Forza to be there. So they could end it with, like the big ending could be something along the lines of just any type of surprise, whether they got new studio acquisitions or they're doing a new partner with the studios. My biggest thing that I want so bad, and it's my fantasy, it's my, honestly, I could care less who does it. I could care less if Sony does it, because I have a PlayStation 5, obviously, you see there. I could care less if Xbox does it. I just want somebody to do it. I want somebody to pair with Kojima and fix the wound between Kojima and Konami and make us new Silent Hill game. Bring back Silent Hills. I don't care if Microsoft does it. I don't care if Sony does it. Just somebody. Fix the wounds between Kojima and Konami and make that Silent Hills game that we saw. Like, I think that's still one of the biggest blows to the gaming world that we missed out on. I think it would have been something great. It would have been phenomenal, and I still to this day really want that to happen. Whether it'll happen or not, that's my big fantasy. That would be an awesome announcement, because there was talk about Xbox working with Kojima. There's also been talks about stuff floating around there about something about Silent Hill, rumors and stuff. So it's just all rumors, nothing confirmed, whatnot. It's just, that's like my perfect prediction if it ever did happen to have happened. Is it going to happen? Probably not. And then then they kind of come out there with that surprise announcement, and then I think they end the show with things to come. I don't necessarily want them to focus on, if Fable's not coming out within the next year, don't spend a lot of time on it. If Perfect Dark's not going to come out within the next year, don't spend a lot of time on it. If Hellblade 2 is not going to come out within the next year, I don't want them to spend time on stuff that's not going to come out within the next year. We need, as an Xbox, as the Xbox platform, they need stuff that's going to come out within the year. What are we going to be playing? What games can we play this summer? What games can we play in the fall, the spring, stuff like that? We need to know exactly date by date what we're going to get to play, because right now it's just kind of up in the air. We don't have any release dates for anything. The last game that came out exclusively for the Xbox and PC was The Medium, and now there's talks about that getting rated for the PlayStation 5. So eventually that game, which mind you, if you are interested in The Medium, I would recommend it. It was a great game. I enjoyed it. So I'm happy that the PlayStation side is going to be getting to experience The Medium. I thought it was a great game, but it's just that's going to be taken away, one of the games that's on the Series X only, and put it on the other platforms. So Xbox really needs to come out here and say exactly what's going to be happening. They don't need to be spending a lot of time on the games that are going to be 2, 3, 4 years out. We need stuff that's within the year. So I really hope, I got my fingers crossed, that Xbox puts out an awesome E3. They deliver on a lot of stuff that they've been kind of building up. I'm hoping that what they've been building is going to be paying off for them in the long run, because we all know Xbox is the one thing that they've been struggling with, has been making the exclusive games, and I'm not going to say that they're the best at it. They've been struggling to constantly put out first party exclusive titles, and I feel like with what they've been doing for the past 3 to 4 years, they've been building an army to kind of take Xbox to the new generation, stuff like that. So let's hope that it's a good one, and if I'll be there with I think Planet Xbox we're going to be doing a live stream of the press conference. So be sure to follow Kid Smooth, check them out, because we're going to be there with the Planet Xbox panel watching the E3 press conference. So yeah, let me know what you guys want to see at E3. What do you guys think Xbox is going to bring to the table? Do you agree with what I'm saying? Am I just talking out of my ass? Stuff like that. So if you like the video, hit the like button down below. If you want to see more of what I'm putting out, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And I will catch you guys next time. Take care and peace.